Are you moving from El Paso to Houston? If you're planning on moving from El Paso to Houston, you're probably wondering how the cost of living compares, what Houston real estate is really like, and whether relocating is the right financial move. Today, we're breaking down exactly what you need to know before moving from El Paso to Houston, including housing costs, everyday expenses, and what life looks like when you leave El Paso, Texas, for one of the Texas largest cities. If you're new to our channel, I'm Joanne Garcia with your El Paso Homes, a real estate professional helping families relocate to and from El Paso, Texas. Every year, I talk with homeowners about who received a job transfer, military orders, or simply deciding it's time for a new chapter. One of the most common questions I hear is, how much more is it going to cost me to live in Houston? The answer is, it depends on your lifestyle, where you choose to live, and what type of home you're looking for. So let's start with housing, because that's usually the biggest expense. One of the biggest surprises for people living El Paso is just how large Houston market really is. Houston offers everything from downtown condos, townhomes, master plan communities, and sprawling suburban neighborhoods. This variety is great, but it also means prices can vary dramatically depending on where you want to live. If you're selling your home in El Paso before relocating, the amount of equity you build, well, that can make a huge difference in your buying power. That's why having a smart strategy for selling your current home is just as important as finding your next home. Now, let's talk about everyday living expenses. That's the ones we don't want to talk about, right? Groceries, entertainment, healthcare, insurance, and transportation. I feel like I'm having a conversation with my kids. All of this can be so different in Houston. One expense many people underestimate is commuting. Houston is much larger metropolitan area, and depending on where you work and you live, your daily drive can be significantly longer than what you're used to here in El Paso, Texas. Here in El Paso, we can get anywhere within the 20 minutes. The fuel costs, they have toll roads, and vehicle maintenance, they can also become a larger part of your monthly budget. Utilities are another consideration. Houston's humidity often means air conditioners work harder during the summer, while El Paso's dry climate, well, that creates a very different energy profile. Those monthly utility bills may look different than what you're accustomed to here in West Texas. The lifestyle is another factor that you should not overlook. Houston offers world-class restaurants, professional sports, museums, concerts. Just think about it, they just hosted the World Cup. Don't forget shopping and one of the most diverse food scenes in the country. So if you enjoy having endless entertainment options, you're probably gonna love it. They also have a little lake. But on the other hand, many people miss the mountain views, the shorter commutes, and a relaxing pace that makes El Paso such a special place to call home. Families also ask about schools, healthcare, and neighborhoods. The good news is that Houston has a wide variety of communities that fit different budgets and lifestyles. The key is narrowing down which one will best match your priorities before you make that move. If you're relocating because of work or military transfer, planning ahead is essential. Coordinating the sale of your home in El Paso with the purchase of a next home in Houston can save you time, money, a lot of unnecessary stress. That's where having an experienced real estate professional on your side makes a difference. I help you maximize the value of your home, connect you with a trusted professional in Houston, and make sure your transition is as smooth as possible. So moving from El Paso to Houston, it's a huge, big decision. But with the right information, with the right plan, it can also be so very exciting. So if you're thinking about relocating, or you have questions about selling your home in El Paso, Texas, or want to know what your home could be worth right now in today's market, I would love to help. I'm Joanne Garcia, and my goal is to make your home sell for a higher price, make your move simple, keep you informed, and be successful at your relocating. Reach out anytime and let's start planning your next chapter together. So excited for you.